Matt G, hello. So as you know, every time I start the live stream, I always have my poll survey. So I'm just preparing that. And it's kind of a different poll survey. I usually ask viewers where they are from, but tonight I am asking a different question. And there you go. How's your uh, weekend so far, Matt? Are you ready for Monday tomorrow? You excited to go back to work? So as you can see in the title, tonight we will be talking about travel destinations in 2025. And actually, we will be talking about expensive destinations and maybe some options that instead of going to that destination because it's expensive, there is actually like a um, cheaper alternative. And just a disclaimer, I'm not really very knowledgeable with regards to these places. I haven't been there. I My talking points are just based on my quick search about places or the list of places that I can discuss with you. Godzilla. So, I am originally from the Philippines and currently living in Canada. And by the way, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe. And I said our because I am not the only person in this channel. I am with my husband. And by the way, my name is Sunshine. My husband's name is Mark. And so, yeah, our channel is all about us sharing the places that we have visited here in Canada. Currently, it is concentrated here in the Bow Valley area in Alberta and here, particularly in Calgary. Um, we do share some Filipino culture as well, especially in this live stream. Sometimes I relate the topic to our Filipino culture. Also, if you are a cat lover, then every Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I do share some video clips of our cats. So we have two cats, Ori and Obi. Ori is our female calico and Obi is our male tabby. And just recently, they had four kittens. And right now, we call them the OCAT family. Um, just based on the suggestion of one of our previous viewer. So they are OCAT family because their names all start with O. So for the kittens, their names are Ollie, Oni, Oji, and Aussie. So yeah, if you are a cat lover, then you can watch those videos and also you can check the previous video clips that I have shared of our cats if you are interested. It is in our playlist. The name is Midweek Meowdness. And of course, as I've mentioned earlier, we do this live stream from time to time. And then usually I would pick one topic, not really all the time, but most of the time I would pick one topic and then we would share our thoughts about it. Just like tonight, we will be talking about some of the travel destinations in 2025. And hello to Aaron. Let me just check all the comments in the computer. Aaron, Leo, Amaya, Mabute. Hello, hello. Uh, so yeah, hello everybody. Aaron, happy birthday. Thank you for spending your birthday here in my live stream. I hope you are enjoying this day. Well, anyways, if you know of certain places that you find expensive and then you know of an alternative place, maybe a similar place, similar beach resort that you know is kind of related to that, then let us know in the comment section. And before I start, let me just check the pool survey, 100% wants to go to the beach. So it could be because we are just over winter and you miss the summer vibe. That's why you wanted to go to the beach. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please do that in the comment section. Okay. We just... Uh, one moment. Perfect. So anyways, let's talk about, or let's start talking about this one. So the number one in my list, Scoot, hello. Good evening. How are you? So Scoot, since you just came in, our topic for tonight is about 2025 travel destinations. And actually, I'm gonna um, enumerate some places that I think is expensive. And just a disclaimer, I haven't been to these places. This is just based on my quick search of looking for the expensive um, places that people usually travel, and also some of the alternatives, like cheaper alternatives that looks similar to those places. No, unfortunately, my husband is in the washroom, and yeah, he is doing his thing in there. So yeah, I hope that's okay. Anyway, so yeah, number one in my list is Barbados in the Caribbean island. Tarif. So, it is a small island in the Caribbean. For those who doesn't know, it is known for white sand beaches and luxury resorts. And the reason why it is expensive, it's because it costs $330 per day due to high-end resorts like Sandy Lane at 1,000 plus per night. Fine dining meals between 50, it ranges between 50 to $100, and imported goods since the island relies on imports. So activities like catamaran tours, which is $150 per person, adds up to all the travel costs. Okay. One moment. Let me just... Okay. Make Donak. Hello. Okay. So yeah. Oops. Okay. Uh-huh. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, where was I? Barbados. Um, so yeah, I think for this one, I think it just mentioned certain hotels in there, or certain resorts that are expensive. It's kind of the same in the Philippines. Like there are indeed some islands in there with expensive hotels and resorts, but actually within the area, there's also a cheaper alternative. So it could be that the Barbados um, in the Caribbean island, not the whole place is expensive. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I'm just relating this to what I know in the Philippines, that um, it it doesn't mean that if there's one resort in there that is very famous and it's expensive, doesn't mean that the other small resorts in the area are also expensive. So it could be that if you want to go to Barbados, all you have to do is look for the cheaper alternative. So anyways, Next would be, and I hear this a lot actually. I hear this a lot from people I know who have went there. They said that you have to pay for everything here, and please confirm that in the comment section. New York City in the USA. Um, Make Donna, you are raising your hand. Do you have a question? Okay, so New York. So, as you know, it is a bustling city in the US. They are famous for the Times Square, the Statue of Liberty, and the Broadway shows. And most of my workmates last December, they went to New York, to Times Square, to experience the Christmas in there. And yes, they say that you have to pay for everything. It's really expensive. Some of the amenities there you have to use and you have to pay, compared to here, that there are some places here that you can do things that are free, or it charges lesser compared to a similar place in New York. So yes, so why it is expensive? So the average spending per day would be $216. Dollars. So hotels in Manhattan start at $300 per night as well. And a meal at a casual restaurant ranges from $25 to $40. And Broadway tickets can be $150 and above. Also, public transportation or the subway is $3 per ride. And of course, the cost add up. And please let me know if I'm mentioning the correct prices in here. As I've said earlier, I just did a quick search with regards to places that are expensive. So yeah, this sounds like a lot of money to spend in a day in New York for sure. And I've heard that there are some other fun things to do there, where when you want to participate, you also have to pay, and it's super expensive. Scoot, New York is a very fun place, but there are a lot of things to see there and do. But when my wife and I went, it was expensive. Yes, that is the same comment that I've heard from the people I know who went there. It is really expensive. So next would be um Honolulu, Hawaii. Um, I have an impression that the traveling in Hawaii is um it's not that expensive, but it is in the list. So let's see why. So for those who doesn't know, Honolulu, Hawaii, it is the capital of Hawaii. Um, on Oahu Island, known for Waikiki Beach, Pearl Harbor, and volcanic hikes like Diamond Head. So why it is expensive? Costs in there is have an average of $200 per day. Hotel averages from $250 per night. Dining is between $30 to $60 per meal. It sounds like it's more expensive than in New York. Because in New York the average is just 25 to 40, but in Honolulu, Hawaii, it says here that it's between 30 to 60. So the reason for that is because the foods are imported. Um, and activities like Lua, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment. Luas or snorkeling tours are $100 to $150. Flights from the mainland US are between 500 to 800. Yeah, it sounds like it is expensive, and if I compare that to the food, it looks like it is more expensive than New York, and New York is already expensive. Okay. So again, please take these lists uh, um, as a grain of salt, because as I've mentioned earlier, with the mindset that I am comparing that to the situation in the Philippines, that even though there are places in a certain island, a certain touristy, beautiful island, there are some places in there that is expensive. There are other places or resorts around the area that is affordable, and you can experience the same nature, the same enjoyment. Could be that it has lesser amenities that they can offer compared to the more expensive one. But if your intention is just to experience nature, if it's a beach resort, if you want to just go to the beach, sit in the seashore, then there's a lot of cheaper alternatives around those expensive area. Yosemite. I think I remember that from our previous conversation. Let me just remind myself. Oops. Uh, oh, okay. So it is a national park in California. Are you talking about that, Scoot? How about Grand Canyon or Yellowstone or Yosemite? Oh, um, I'm not really sure. I haven't been there. Let's see. Um, oh, it says here that visiting Yosemite is actually affordable, and or it can be luxurious as well, depending on your preferences and plans. Um, it says that the entrance fee in there, I'm not sure if this information is updated though, but I'm still gonna say it. Private vehicle, yeah, entrance fee for a private vehicle is $35. It is valid for 7 consecutive days. Oh, so you can just go in and out of the park with that one entrance fee, which is $35. Not bad. So if you're entering on foot or by bicycle, it's $20 per person. I wonder, for these 7 days, for this entrance fee, is the parking free already? Do you have an idea, Scoot, if parking is included in the $35? Oh, in there? That's nice. Oh, parking is included. That's good to know. So it's like you can go picnicking there. So Marky, so Scoot, Marky is here already. Scoot was looking for you
Oh,
earlier.
hey Scoot. How are you?
So the topic is 2025 travel destinations, and I was talking about some expensive places.
Mm-hmm.
And Scoot mentioned that oh
Oh no.
no, wait. Our cat Ori just jumped in the keyboard.
Yeah, our favorite resting place, the keyboard, as always. Go.
Okay. So, he said that there is a place in the US. It's called Yosemite, and it's like the Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Grand Canyon or Yellowstone or Yosemite. And the entrance fee is $35 per vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
and parking is already included.
Well, that's cool.
So I was wondering if you can park your vehicle there, you camp in there, you sleep in your vehicle.
So does
And
that mean that you can?
for like 7 days, because the entrance fee is good for 7 days.
Oh, it's actually way cheaper than what we have here.
Yes. And I was kind of like excited for the idea of like camping the vehicle in the Yosemite.
Yeah,
Looking
like drive an RV.
yes. Um you definitely don't want to ride a bicycle in too many miles to get to main places. Yes, for sure. Whoever wants to save $10 or $15 to walk is surely up for an adventure.
We're out of their mind.
Campsites and half cabins. I stayed in half cabin. Ah, okay, so it says actually here that for accommodation, there's around $36 per night for a standard campsite. Ah,
That's cool.
so yeah, 36. It's way cheaper than paying to stay in a hotel.
Exactly.
And there are lodges as well. Scoot said that they stayed in a, where did they stay? Half cabin. And how much was it, Scoot? How much was the cabin? Are cold, but that's a great way to go. Ah. So in the campsite, are the amenities okay? Like you can comfortably stay in a campsite as well? Uh I don't know, but they have a lot. Oh, okay. So for the so I think I am okay to stay in the campsite
Mhm.
for a bit of an adventure. So for the food and supplies, okay, yes, definitely better in half cabins. So food and supplies, meals and groceries can add up. Budget travelers might spend around $69 per day, while those dining at restaurants or purchasing convenience items may spend more. So the Grand Canyon that I was imagining was just the pure badlands with no amenities, no store. So I was thinking maybe you should bring food or something, but it looks like they have some dining facilities and restaurants in there, so that's good to know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for transportation, if you're driving, factor in gas and parking as well. Shuttle buses within the park are free. Oh, there are shuttle buses.
Oh, and the
If you don't have a car. Nice. And you can do a lot of activities like, of course, hiking, sightseeing, um, watching the sunset and the sunrise for sure. And they said that there are guided tours in there as well. Did you do the guided tours, Scoot? Anyways, while I'm waiting for the answer, let us move on to the next place in my list. And that would be in Nice, France. So, I didn't go. Oh, okay. Okay. So, next would be Nice, France. So, in Nice, where it is, for those who doesn't know, so it is a coastal city on the French Riviera, famous for its promenade des Anglais. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Not sure as well.
Promenade des Anglais. Pebble, beaches, and Mediterranean vibe. It's probably a good idea. Yes, guided tours. Usually for me, if I'm not really familiar with the place and I am new to the place, the first day would be something that the one thing that I would do on the first day would be the guided tour, and then for the next days it would be like a DIY already, because at least I already have like an idea of how to go around the place. I know the buildings. I know some stories in the building because I've already participated in the guided tour. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun, especially if you don't have an idea with regards to the place. Um, Lord, hello. Thank you for being here. Scoot, my wife and I map it out and did what we wanted to do. So you did it the old-fashioned way, which is I think that's really fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for me, um if I'm reading the physical map, I'm gonna be lost. I don't know how to read the physical map.
I mean, during the scout days, we were
Mhm.
taught how to read maps, but eventually, when being millennials, being what's the term? Spoiled by Google and technology, it appears
Mhm.
that that is a lost skill. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think I won't be able to survive in the wild without doing or reading the maps. The
Yes.
old,
Lord, no, I am originally from the Philippines and currently living in Canada. Yes, they did it the old-fashioned way.
oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have massive respect for individuals who can read maps.
Yes, me too. And if I am with those people, I would feel safe because no matter what, if internet have a problem, then I know we're not gonna get lost.
Mhm.
We will always find our way. Okay. So going back to Nice, why it is expensive? So the average cost of spending there per day would be $190. It is up to 27% since last year. So if the cost per day increases 27% just for 1 year, so how much more in the future, I would imagine. So yeah, it's really expensive. So for hotels, it starts from $200 per night, and then a meal at a seaside cafe would cost you between 30 to 50. So the activities that you can do there are the yacht rentals, pretty fancy yacht. And for sure it is pricey. It ranges from 500 it starts from $500 per day. uh Oh, you are in my first live? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for checking back in our live tonight. And I hope you are still interested with what we are talking about. I remember my first live stream, I was just like experimenting, testing the waters if it's something that's good for me to do for the channel. And after that, I got really excited and tried to maintain doing live stream every night. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you are subscribed already in our channel. Um, Scoot, yeah, okay, okay. So, anyways, that's all. I think there is a movie that I've watched. It was filmed in Nice, and I think it's a really beautiful um place in France. Like it's the city or the town is near the beach. So it's like um
What it's
I don't know how to describe that.
It's a coastal city.
Yes, it is a coastal city. And you go around by a motorcycle, mostly for the
Yeah.
tourists.
I think I'm not sure if I'm recalling it right, but there's a town in France. Oh no, it was Italy. They call me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
anyways, next would be in Zurich, Switzerland. So this is another place that I hear is very expensive for tourists. Yes. So yeah. So in Zurich, where is it? For those who doesn't know, it is a city in Switzerland. It is known for Lake Zurich, the old town, and
Zurich.
proximity. Zurich?
Yeah, I think it's pronounced as Zurich. I'm not sure.
Zurich. Okay. So yeah, it's known for Lake Zurich, the old town, and proximity to the Swiss Alps. Is this the video that we always see?
Yeah, on social media.
Yeah, like the famous views of
The Alps.
the Alps and the
Yeah,
um
I don't think so.
yeah. Okay. So, yes, bye Lord. Thank you for being here. We hope to see you again in our future live stream. So anyways, why is it expensive in Zurich, Switzerland? So the cost per day or the spending per day averages from $150 to $200 per day. Hotels are $200 plus per night, approximately, of course. And a simple meal like the Fundo is between $40 to $60. And the train rides to the Alps would cost $100 plus.
And I would assume that's American dollars.
Yes.
Okay, that's pricey.
Yes, it is super pricey. And Fundo for a meal, that's not enough for me. I need to eat rice. uh, for sure, for sure. So next, yes, for sure, Lord. Cheers. Yes, I love seeing positive comments in the comment section and people connecting with each other. So thank you so much. So next would be in Monaco.
Oh yeah, Monaco.
Yes, I've heard that this is a good place to retire if you're rich.
If you're filthy rich.
Yes. So where is Monaco? So still it is in French Riviera. It looks like there are a number of places in French Riviera that are kind of expensive. So it is famous for the Monte Carlo Casino. Is there a movie that features this place, Marky? A
I think
famous
multiple
movie?
movies. I mean, I think at some point some of the James Bond films did film there. I would say.
Yeah. So, it is also famous for Formula One Grand Prix and luxury.
Grand Prix.
Oh, Grand Prix. Sorry. And luxury yachts. Mandu, hi. So, why is it expensive in Monaco? So, a 5-day trip averages between, and this is super expensive, 200 or $2,250 or $450 per day. I think this is the most expensive in our list. Imagine spending $450 per day.
Yeah, you would have to be like ultra wealthy.
Yes.
To be able to do that.
Yes. Lord, are you gonna go other country? I don't think so. For now. Hopefully in the future we would be able to visit other countries. So, yeah, the hotel in Monaco starts at $400 per night. Dining at Michelin starred. Well, if you are already in this expensive place, why would you eat in a Michelin star? It's already expensive, or maybe.
I don't know. Maybe if you're one of the tourists there, you probably can because you have.
you
You're
have
loaded
money to spend, yeah.
with
But
everything,
yeah, if
right?
I am there, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to a Michelin starred restaurant. But if you are curious with how much it costs, it would range between 100 to $200 per meal. And yet, charters can be 1,000 per day. So this is more um very expensive, and I think if you want to experience something like in Monaco, I think Nice would be the cheaper alternative, and Nice is already expensive for me. But in Nice, the yacht would only cost you $500. In Monaco, it's times two the price.
Um,
So
I think it only caters to the wealthy elites,
yes,
perhaps.
yes. So yeah, definitely. If you want to experience something like this in Monaco, and you are short of budget, maybe you can check Nice because both are located in the French Riviera. So maybe the vibe would be similar. Yes. Okay. Yes, I think so too. Well, anyways, Lord, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you're gonna eat and you might be so engrossed with our live stream that it's hard for you to go. So I'm just gonna um put you in the timeout zone. I do mean well. You need to eat. So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So next would be in Dubai. Dubai, UAE. So where is Dubai for those who doesn't know? So it is a city in the UAE known for the Burj Khalifa, luxury malls like Dubai Mall, and the desert safaris. So why is it expensive? So in Dubai, you would spend between $150 to $200 per day. Hotels in downtown Dubai start at $200 per night, and a meal at a mid-range restaurant would be between $30 to $50. And activities like Burj Khalifa tickets is $45, or the desert safaris would be $100. And of course it adds up to your travel expenses. Dubai is becoming most successful country in the world. I could say yes, yes, definitely. They have nice buildings there as well. If I would go to Dubai, that is something that would that I'm excited to see, the buildings, the modern structures.
The crazy architecture.
Yes.
And you can only imagine how they managed to pull off that feat, build a metropolis right
Yes.
in the middle of the desert.
Yes.
So that's a wonder by itself.
Yes. And I think if you are studying architecture, I think Dubai would be a good country to visit, to check all the buildings. It is so clean and um monitored. Even the homeless is clean. Oh, that's nice to know. Hopefully someday we would be able to visit Dubai for sure. Okay. So next would be the Iceland. I'm not sure how to read this. Reykjavik.
I'm not sure.
Reykjavik.
It's a funky sounding.
Yes, Iceland. So, where it is, for those who doesn't know, it is the capital of Iceland. It is known for the Blue Lagoon, Northern Lights, and the volcanic landscapes. And I've seen this video of Iceland. It is going around Iceland on a budget. And of course, if you are on a budget, you don't go to Blue Lagoon because they say that it is indeed expensive in there. but they said also that there are other alternatives within Iceland that you can visit and you can enjoy as well. Northern Lights for sure is free. um, you just have to hope that during your stay there, Northern Lights or the Lady Aurora will show up. So you have to time your visit wisely. Why it is expensive in Reykjavik Island, Iceland? So the average spending would be between $150 to $200 per day. Hotels are $180 plus per night. And the meals, like the Icelandic lamb, would cost you between $40 to $60, and the tours would be between $100 and $150. And of course, you will have the option to avail of this. The tours would be like the Northern Lights or the Golden Circle tour. But if you do your research, I think you would be able to figure out which place in Ireland,
Iceland.
or yeah, where in Iceland is Aurora showing. So yeah, unless if it's a remote area where you really need a group of people to go there just to ensure your safety. I'm not sure how safe Iceland is for the tourists. I would assume it is safe in there.
I would assume so as well.
Yes.
It's a remote country.
Yeah. And there's little population, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So yeah. So I would assume that it is safe in there, but yeah. Um Arshad, hello. Scoot, a trip on a cruise. Yes, a trip on a cruise. I have this impression that cruise are expensive. But correct me if I'm wrong. There might be some cruise that I don't know that are affordable. But yeah, for me, I think cruise is really expensive, and but I think your payment actually includes all the foods that
Yeah,
you will.
I would say so.
Yes.
Your entire accommodation includes your meals.
Yes. So everything is included, I would assume, and the only time that you would spend is when you um, go by land, if you dock in one country, or if there are certain goodies or items within the ship that you want to buy, or you want to go shopping within the ship. So correct me if I'm wrong. You can do Alaska cruise or a Caribbean cruise. I think I'm gonna do a research for that, and maybe talk about that in the next live stream. Scoot, I just don't have an idea or no information about them right now. But if you have, please let me know in the comments. It would be nice to know some details with regards to cruising. Rockford, hey, what's happening in your city? Just saw on the news. So that one you might be talking about what happened. Yeah, the incident in Vancouver. We are not from Vancouver. We are in Calgary. But yes, that is definitely a sad news for us, and yeah, and for everybody, I would say. Okay. Yes, yes. Yeah, we can definitely talk about cruising in our next live stream, Scoot. That is actually a good idea. Yes. So, uh, so, um, so Rockford Scoot is from Canada as well. He was our previous viewer in here, and he is actually from Montreal, a fellow YouTuber. Yes. Anyways, Singapore is the next in the list. So for those who doesn't know, Singapore is a one city country, And yeah, it is a city-state in Southeast Asia. It is famous for Marina Bay Sands, gardens by the bay, and hawker centers. So yeah, yes. And oh yeah, you lived in Singapore. For how long, Scoot? We visited Singapore for I think that was in 2018, is it?
Yeah, around 2018.
Yes. And we were just there for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a week. Okay. So, why is it expensive in Singapore? So the cost per day would range between $120 to $180 per day. Hotel average would be $150 per night. Public transport would be $1 to $2 per ride, but adds up, of course. And attractions like Universal Studios would be $70 per for the entrance. Huh. Let me try to remember our. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. But for the hotel, I think we picked a cheaper hotel, Marky,
Yeah.
right? It's not really 150 per night.
Yeah, it was cheaper, and it was around, what area was that again? Like there were a couple of like eateries that are also
Yeah.
affordable and very good.
Yeah. They considered that area a red light district,
Yeah, it was
actually.
around the red light
Yeah,
district.
but it doesn't feel like it is in the red light district.
Yeah,
It's really safe.
It doesn't feel seedy at all.
Yes,
It
yes.
actually feels safe walking around that area.
Yes, it's super safe, and we walked around at night as well, and we didn't really feel any weird things happening around. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it was just like a
Because we're tourists
perfect
and we don't
timing.
exactly.
Yeah, or yeah, maybe we are tourists, and sometimes if you are a tourist, you see the place, you see the place differently than the locals. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that must be it.
yeah. Oh wow. Scoot can speak Mandarin.
Oh wow.
That's a skill.
I mean, some people consider the ability to speak Mandarin as the new language of competency. So
Mm,
we are way above, I would say, than most of us could, because you can
mm-hmm.
speak Mandarin.
Yes. Okay. Oops, what's happening outside?
Yes, the kittens.
We just heard the kittens. Okay. Next would be Bora Bora in French Polynesia. Scoot was like, ni hao, ni hao.
Mm,
Or how do you respond to ni hao?
I don't know. Teach us Scoot.
Let us know, Scoot. For me, I would just say it back like ni hao. Oh, being called from wife. Okay, so next would be the Bora Bora in the French Polynesia. So where it is, for those who doesn't know, it is an island in the South Pacific. It is known for overwater bungalows, turquoise lagoons, and the coral reefs. So why it is expensive? So you would spend $200 to $300 per day. Overwater bungalows starts at $800 per night. Meals are $40 to $70, and activities like shark diving. Oh wow, there's diving. Would you do shark diving? Is it
Depends
safe?
if they can guarantee that those sharks are not the man-eating kind. So
Scoot, nice talking to both of you. Have a great night. Have a great night,
have a
Scoot.
great night, Scoot.
That's what he means. He is being called by his wife.
Oh,
Okay.
right. The wife comes first.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Please say hello to your wife, and we hope to see you again in our next live stream. And if for those silent viewers, please subscribe to our channels if you haven't yet. So anyways, um going back to our Bora Bora. So, why it is expensive? I've talked about this one. And the flights, I have here information of flights from the US, and it is approximately $1,500 for the flight. I'm not sure if this is a round trip though. So that's all for my list for the expensive places to travel. And now we are gonna list or mention some places that could be an alternative. It's cheaper um, compared to those that I have mentioned, and it could be that it would offer a similar vibe, similar beautiful sceneries as compared to the expensive one. So number one in our list would be Puerto Rico. So instead of going to Barbados, it says here that Puerto Rico would be a better alternative budget wise. So, why go to Puerto Rico instead of Barbados? It says here that there's a similar white sand beaches like the Flamenco Beach, and it has a vibrant culture with salsa dancing. So for those who likes to dance, so you can dance salsa in there. And there's a lot of historical sites like the old San Juan. So how much does it cost? So it would range between $80 to $120 per day. Hotels start at $100 per night, definitely much more cheaper compared to our previous lists. The meals at local spots like the Mofongo are between 10 to 15, definitely affordable. And the activities, some of them are free, or you there are some activities that are $20. Some guy, hello, thank you for being here. So next in our list is, instead of going to New York, which we all know it's really expensive, go to Philadelphia in the US. So, in Philadelphia, there's historical charm with the Liberty Bell. So, if New York has the Statue of Liberty, then Philadelphia has the Liberty Bell. It also has the Independence Hall and the Philly cheesesteaks, I mean. So the cost would be in a day, the average spending would be between $100 to $150. Hotels would be approximately $120 per night. Cheesesteak is between $10 to $15. Cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak?
Yeah.
Cheesesteak?
Yes, cheesesteak.
Okay.
You wanna Google what cheesesteak is?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure as well. Cheese steak. There you go. Oh, our favorite actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it does look
Yeah.
delicious.
We always eat this. And we just know that it is because we always refer to this as the Philly steak. Like
Yeah, Philly steak.
Philly steak, yeah. Okay, so that's the Philly cheesesteak. It's between 10 to 15, so it's kind of like the same price range in here.
I would say so. A tiny
tiny bit.
expensive, but
Yeah.
along the same range.
Yes. And the museum entry, like the Philadelphia Museum of Art, is $25. So next would be, instead of going to Honolulu, Hawaii, try going to Costa Rica. So it is in Central America. And why go there instead of Honolulu? So the beaches like Manuel Antonio, the wildlife like the monkeys and the sloths, and they are there are places for surfing as well in Tamarindo. So, how much does it cost in Costa Rica? So it says here that the average spending in a day would range between $80 to $120 per day. Wow, hotel is really affordable. It's
How much?
$20 per
Oh,
night.
that's a steal.
That's a steal. Yeah. Um, but there are also those $80 per night, still cheap.
Mhm.
Meals like asados are between $5 to $10, and national park entries would be $15. So yeah, definitely way cheaper than Honolulu, Hawaii. So next, instead of going to Nice in the French Riviera, um, go to Croatia instead.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
It makes sense. I mean,
Yeah,
Croatia is on my list of
places that you want to
places that you
visit.
want to visit.
Maybe because of Dubrovnik.
Yeah, Dubrovnik.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, why go in Croatia instead? So it has a Mediterranean vibe with Diocletian's palace, beaches like, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I would say Bakvise or Bakvis. This one?
I'm not sure as well.
Yeah. For those who know, let us know in the comments. And there's also the nearby islands like Hvar.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that again. It's Hvar. Okay, so how much does it cost in Croatia? So the daily spending would be between $80 to $130 per day. Hotels are $90 per night. Meals, like the seafood risotto, it's between $15 to $20. And a ferry to Hvar is $20. So, yeah, definitely much cheaper than Nice in the French Riviera. Next, instead of going to Zurich in Switzerland, it is suggested to go in Slovenia or Slovenia.
Mhm.
How do you
Okay.
pronounce this?
Slovenia. Or
Slovenia.
probably let the viewers
Let us know in the
teach
comments.
us.
A, Slovenia. B, Slovenia.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us know in the comments. So, why go there instead? So, there's the stunning Lake Bled with the castle, Julian Alps for hiking, and the, another challenging word, Ljubljana's charming old town. Let me know for those who know how to pronounce that. Funny and insightful. Hello, hello. It's pronounced Sovini? Sovini? Okay. Can you read
What's that?
the Slovenia?
Slovenia.
Sovini.
I'm just gonna stick with Slovenia.
I think you're making fun of us. Funny and insightful. Anyways, yeah. So, how much does it cost? So the cost there per day would be approximately between $70 to $110 per day. A hotel would be $80 per night, and the meals like the G. These words are such a challenge. Anyways, yeah. So for the meals, it's gonna be between $10 to $15, and the lake bled entry is free, but the boat rental would be $20, and I think the boat rental would be optional.
Mhm.
Yeah. So next, oh, Slovenia. Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Slovenia. Okay, thank you, funny and insightful. Next would be instead of going to Monaco, explore Malta instead.
In Greece.
I would say so. Let's check. Malta? We are talking about budget travel around Canada? No. So earlier, I've talked about some expensive places to visit in 2025. And then after discussing all those lists, we have shifted to their alternatives. So earlier, I have mentioned one of the places that I have mentioned is Monaco. And instead of going to Monaco, it is suggested that you go to Malta instead. It would offer you the same vibe, similar, if not the same, and it's way cheaper than the expensive alternative. Okay. So, as I was saying, avoid Monaco, they said, and explore Malta instead. So, why go to Malta instead of Monaco? It says there's a coastal charm with Valletta's history.
Mhm.
Do you know who Valletta is or what
No.
Valletta is? Okay, so the Blue Lagoon in Comino and ancient temples like, there's another one, Gantija. Okay. So how much does it cost in Malta? So in Malta, the average spending per day would be between 90 to 140 approximately. Hotels would be $100 per night. Meals like rabbit stew would be between $15 to $20, and a ferry to Comino is $15. Okay. Next, oh, this is an alternative that I did not expect for Dubai, but like that. Yeah, I don't really care about budget travel. Of course, I travel in limits, but I want to see both Monaco and Malta.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Totally understandable. If I have money to burn as well, then I would want to see both. My dream is to renew my passport before expiry because no pages left. Oh wow, you are well traveled. How to be you?
Mhm.
Funny and insightful. Anyways, um, so yeah, for Dubai, the alternative or the cheaper alternative would be Muscat, Oman. So why go there? So there's the Desert Adventures, the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque, and Mutra Souk. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Mutra Souk
I'm not sure. That's the first time I came across that word.
for shopping. And the cost there would be between $80 to $120 per day. Hotels would be $80 per night. Meals like shua are between 10 to 15, and a dessert or desert tour is $50. We got no kids, so we need to travel. No kids life. Hashtag no kids life.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, next would be the um cheaper alternative to Iceland, or the Reykjavik in Iceland. So go to Tromsø, Norway instead. So why go there? This information is completely incorrect. I've been to Muscat and Dubai, and there's a difference of Motel 6 and Hilton between both. No. Like how? Let us know in the comment. Funny and insightful. Very conservative. Oh, okay. So maybe this suggestion is just talking about the sceneries. Correct me if I'm wrong. Funny and insightful. Is the sceneries the same? Is the building? So because for me, the one thing that is fascinating in Dubai would be the buildings. Is it not present in Muscat? Because yeah, there would be those instances when the place is conservative but it offers like the same facade, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let us know in the comments. Next would be, as I was saying earlier, Reykjavik in Iceland. So go to Tromsø, Norway instead. So why go there? Northern Lights, number one. I'm not sure what this is. Fjords. Can you Google that?
What kind of spell?
Fjords.
Fjords?
Yes.
Oh, that's fjords.
Oh, fjords. Okay. What
It's
is
like
that?
mountainous region, like
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And the Arctic wildlife like whales, less touristy than Iceland. Okay. So how much does it cost? So it costs between $100 to $150 per day. Hotels are of course approximately $120 per night. Meals like reindeers too.
reindeers too.
Would you eat reindeer? Everybody?
I don't know, they look adorable. I
But
can't bring
yeah.
myself to eat them.
Yes, but I know some place these are the reindeer is their main source of meat. So yeah, but personally they're just too cute and they are Santa's helpers.
Choice of transportation.
Yeah, choice of transportation. So yeah. So the meals would range between $20 to $30 and the Northern Lights tours are $80. Wow, $80.
Mm.
Still expensive. I'm just gonna go to Fort McMurray to see
Yeah.
the Northern Lights.
Northern Lights are like a common place in Fort Mac.
Yeah. Okay. Motel 6 is a $70 hotel, you know how Hilton is. Nope, it's not the same. Dubai skyscrapers are crazy. Muscat is more laid back and not very looky. Okay. Okay. This is why Santa doesn't come to our home because no reindeers. But yeah, especially in the cold region, I would say reindeer is their main source of meat. So, and yeah, in Norway, if you are adventurous, just like us, we have balut, and I know that for some people, eating balut would be weird. It's the same for me with reindeer. But if you want to be adventurous, then yes, Tromsø, Norway is one of those places where you can try to eat reindeer. Okay. Next would be, they said, swap Singapore for Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. So why go to Kuala Lumpur instead of Singapore? So it says that there's the modern city with the Petronas Towers, the Batu Caves, and the street food in Halan Alor? Okay. Oh, okay. Funny and Insightful said that a decent replacement of Dubai would be Doha, Qatar. Is it cheaper in Doha, Qatar, Funny and Insightful, compared to Dubai? Okay. So, how much does it cost in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia? So, they say that it's going to be approximately $60 to $100 per day. Hotels would be $50 per night. Meals like nasi lemak are between $2 to $5. And the Batu Caves entry is free. It is cheaper compared to Dubai, but still expensive. So maybe that's the reason why instead of mentioning Doha, Qatar, it mentioned Oman as well. And earlier when I see Oman, I was like, this is not the place that I would imagine comparing to Dubai, but it could be because of the price since we are looking for a cheaper alternative, way cheaper alternative. Yeah. Okay. So next would be the Bora Bora. Where was that Bora Bora again? Bora Bora is in French Polynesia. So instead, go to our country, Philippines, in Palawan. So yeah. So, where am I? So why go to Palawan instead of the Bora Bora in Polynesia? So it has turquoise lagoons in El Nido, um, the Coron's shipwrecks, and the Princesas underground river. So yeah, the cost would be in Palawan between $50 to $90 per day. Hotels are $40 per night. Meals like grilled fish and a lot of seafoods, not just grilled fish, would be between $5 to $10. And island hopping tours are between $20 to $30. So I remember, let me just compute that. We went to this one island in Iloilo, not Palawan, but I think the prices would be similar.
Yeah, Gigantes.
Yeah, Isla Gigantes, and we were served a lot of scallops.
A crazy amount of scallops.
Yeah, crazy amount of scallop, and it just cost us 20 pesos. So how much is that in US dollars? Let's see. That's just 40 cents.
Yeah. And by I mean crazy amount, it's crazy amount of
Yes.
scallops.
Yes, and we asked them to cook some of them like adobo scallops, and then the others would be buttered garlic scallops or barbecue scallops. So we asked them to cook it in different ways because they would give you that crazy amount of scallops, and then they will be the one to cook for you as well, and they will only charge you 40 cents. So yeah.
I miss the tropicals.
Yeah. But of course, that resort that we've stayed on, it's the cheaper alternative to that island because there is a famous hotel or lodge in that island that is kind of expensive. And we did not book that. We booked the one in the surrounding place, in the surrounding island. And yeah, we look for a cheaper alternative. Oops. Funny and insightful. I want to go to Philippines maybe in 2026. Need to spend there sometime, at least 2 weeks. Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. Let us know when you go there and tell us about your experience. Okay. So, let me see. There's more in here. Oh, yeah. That's actually the last in my list. Let me just verify. Yes, because Bora Bora in French Polynesia is the last in our list as well in the expensive place. Okay, perfect. So I think that's all for all those places, expensive places and their alternatives. Thank you so much. Funny and insightful. That's incredibly cheap. Yeah, I guess our countries are definitely affordable compared to Western countries. Yes. And I think we have it that cheap because they know we are Filipinos, but I think
They'll probably charge an extra for
for
foreigners and
foreigners.
tourists. But
Yeah.
probably not too extra. Probably
Yes.
still crazy
Just-
affordable, but still,
Yes.
if you were to get that in Filipino prices, that was like,
Yeah.
I probably have never eaten that amount of scallops in my life at that point, or will ever be in any point, because
Yes.
scallops here in Canada are so expensive. So
Yes, and it's not fresh
It's not-
the way it is in the Philippines for sure. So yeah, that's all I think for tonight. Let me just check the poll survey. So there are 16 people who voted. 56% wants to go to beach paradise, and 19% is for nature escape and cultural adventure, and only 6% wants to go on a historical city. So, you are gonna plan an international travel and where funny and insight tell is about, or tell me about when you are gonna plan an international travel and where do you plan to. Right now, there's no plans to go outside Canada yet. But if we were to go, and if budget permits, if money is not a problem, then I would want to explore Europe for sure.
Yeah, probably
First.
Europe first.
Yeah, Europe
And
first.
then go back to Asia.
Yes. In Asia, the one country that we want to visit would be Japan because of the Universal Studio, and we want to visit the Harry Potter studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently the Disneyland is
Mhm.
leagues ahead in
Mhm.
Japan as compared to the ones here in North America.
Mhm.
So that's something to look forward to.
Yes. But of course, if money is not a problem, but if not, then we will find alternatives, and you will definitely know that because we will be sharing videos of that. Not India, maybe in the future,
Yeah,
funny and
that's probably going to be
insightful.
part of the Asian leg.
Yes, yes,
Because I mean, at some point, of course, because we're Asian, we should be,
yeah.
familiar about our continent as well.
Yes,
I
and
always-
being Asian as well, I think right now Asia is the last place that we want to visit. We want to visit other continents as well. So
Because we've
yeah.
never been to Europe yet.
Yes, so countries in Asia would be the last in the list. Even Philippines would be the last in the list. For now. What about Latin America? Yes, Latin America as well. Mexico, of course, number one.
Yeah, funny that you mentioned about like air travel because apparently sometimes it's way cheaper for you to travel continental or to other continents or other countries than to travel locally here in Canada. For some reason, expensive. That's fair. I don't know. Was it expensive? Or in some instances,
In
it's
some
more
instances.
expensive.
Oh, yes. Thank you for the correction. Mexico is indeed North America.
Yeah, North America.
So yeah, the Caribbean, um, Barbados earlier I've mentioned. I'm not sure. I think Barbados is Central America. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, somewhere in what's that place? The strip after Mexico.
Brazil? I
No,
don't know. Sao Paulo? What?
something with letter P.
Peru?
No. Brazil, Argentina, no. Something with letter P. I forgot. Panama, yes.
Panama.
Panama. Yeah, it has like I think it has the same vibe with the Philippines, and um there's lots of beautiful beaches there, I guess. So yeah, I think that's all for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and for everybody who made the comment section busy. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you again in our next live stream. For those who haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Funny and said you should visit Argentina. That would be awesome to see another country with Portuguese or Spanish influence. Definitely, definitely funny and insightful. So yeah, thank you everybody. Have a great night, and I hope you are all ready for the weekdays. Back to the weekday grind. So yes, thank you so much, funny and insightful, and good night.
Good night.